Hello everyone, this is our Hilary. Today's tip is linked to project management. Now we're going to see how you can move your project parameters, your project standards from one project to another. And speaking of Revit, now we all know that in AutoCAD, what you usually do is, let's say like this is a template that we're currently working with. What you have to do is you can come in a template like this or in a drawing, you set up your units, you set up your layers. Okay, you set up your title block like this. So at the end of the day now, you just save this as a template so that when you come in and you start working, you just get down to business and you start working and you don't have to be setting up those parameters one after the other. So how does that work with Revit? Well, with Revit, it is way easier. Like for instance, this is a project that I have open in Revit. And let's just say I've spent a lot of time, well, this is actually a model that I created with my BIM students earlier. It's a simple bungalow. So let's say I want to create a similar project. Now, you all know that when you come in here, you have to set up your walls. You have to set up all those parameters and settings, which might be so time consuming. So in order to save time, if you want to start a new project, there is actually a way that you can import all the parameters or like copy them from this project into the other project that you want to be working with. And that is going to save you a lot of time. I'm going to show you how you can do that. So let's say I want to start a new project. I'm just going to come here to File, and I go New, Start a new project. I just browse and I select a new template. Now I'm just going to go for a default metric template since we work with metric units. And I just OK that. Okay, now at this point, I'm not going to change anything because normally when you're in here, you have to start setting your units. You have to start setting everything. Then you start setting the layers for your walls and all that. So let's just say you had all those parameters set in the previous project and you just want to copy them in here. So what you do now is you come to the Manage tab and you want to make sure that the project that you want to copy the parameters on is still open, okay? So you come in here to the Manage tab and you just go Transfer Project Standards, okay? I'm just going to open this up. As you can see here, I have that project open and that is actually the name of the project, which is saved, which is that bunga.rvt. So that is a project that is open. And all these parameters that all these standards actually have ticked, you can actually transfer them into your into this current setting if you just click OK. All right. But well, I always advise that you transfer just the components that are actually really useful. So I'm just gonna check none. And I can go down and maybe want to transfer all the wall types because you don't want to go and start setting up all those layers again. Maybe you want to transfer the text types. And you just keep going. And what else can you transfer here? So anything you want to transfer, which you think that is really important, you can just select them at this case and you send them in maybe the arrow styles. I don't know. I've already selected the text styles. Yes, I think so. You just go ahead, you go around and you pick up. Oh, so let's just go maybe roof types and stuff. Already selected the walls. Let's look for the floor. So we also have the floor types here. Okay. And maybe the railings even. So even electrical components, plumbing components, all those components, any components I used in the previous project, you have them here. So let's just transfer those ones, okay? As soon as I click on OK, now this message is going to come up that, do you want to override this component? No, let's just bring in just the new components that we are transferring. So I just click New, and it's going to take a little bit of time to actually bring that in, and boom. Now what has happened is all those project parameters have been transferred to this new project. And if I go now to my architectural tab and I start to draw, like let's say maybe a wall, and I open that up, now you're going to see that all the walls that were in the previous project have been brought in here because I said that to transfer the walls. As you can see, we have this exterior wall, which was actually in the previous project. We have the interior wall, which we also set up. This is it. We have some planned wall, we have the railing walls, we have the sketching wall, we have all the walls that we set up in the previous project and all that, and they are all in here just for you to pick and you start using, saving you a lot of time and energy for you to go and you start setting all that one after another. So that was just a quick tip, and that is a project management tip for all BIM professionals. Thank you. Stay tuned for more tips.